Hi guys, so today I'm going to be addressing this whole drama with me and Elliana. Okay, basically there's this clip of a YouTube video going around where I said that Elliana used to leave me out, and it's like a 30-second clip, and I said Elliana used to leave me out, and I called her some bad names. Okay, the only thing I'm going to be apologizing for is saying the bad words about her that I said. I shouldn't have used those to describe her, but I'm not going to take back what I said about her. And in the video, I didn't really give much of a context or like a backstory to the reason that I felt like that. And I think it was just taken very out of context. But again, I should not have used those words to describe her. Okay, so Elliana DM'd me this, that she saw this TikTok clip, and you can pause to read it. And at the top of the screen, one of the DMs, you can't really see it, but she said, being mean girl isn't pretty. Yes, I agree, being a mean girl isn't pretty, and I'm sorry for saying those words about you, but that's how I felt, and I was just expressing how I felt. So after those DMs, I was going to actually go and DM her back and be like, hey, I'm sorry for using those words to describe you, but like, this is how I felt, and I was going to explain this to her. But she ended up deleting all her DMs, blocking me on TikTok, and then going and commenting on the account that posted the video. So according to her DMs to me, it was basically that she thought we were friends and we were on fine terms, so she doesn't understand why I'd be saying, like, talking like this about her. Okay, these are the comments that Elliana made. Nicole is not a manager, so she could have never been hers. The context behind that is Nicole was never my official manager, like no legal paperwork was signed, but Nicole would tell me to call her my manager, and she would give me all my brand deals and get me just like things like that. And then here she's saying, I've never hung out at their house. I was paid to be in a couple Rock Squad videos, which the owner said she was never a part of. And in the video, I never specified how many times Elliana had come over to my house or anything like that. And as much as I would love for that to be true, that I was never part of the Rock Squad, unfortunately, I was part of it for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I actually was told to put it in my bio, so I don't know where that claim came from that I wasn't in it. And I really do think that Nicole, I'm not even gonna say manager, like the owner of Rock Squad, is definitely picking sides right now with Elliana. And I don't know why, but that's her choice. Okay, here another comment said, it's my choice whether I follow someone or not. I'm not an approachable person, and I respect people who communicate. The thing about that is in her DM, she was saying that she didn't purposely not follow me, and I'm not mad about a follow back. Like, everybody thinks that I'm mad that she didn't follow me back. No, it was the context of us, like, having to film together, and then she would go on my account and it said follow back, and it was just like she would ignore it, and I was like, okay, whatever. That was just a small thing that bothered me. Like, that wasn't that deep. Everyone was saying how, like, it was basically, I thought that we were gonna become friends, and then Elliana's opinion was that, like, we're gonna be working together, whatever, that's it. What happened was, Nicole would tell me how she felt bad for Elliana, and that Elliana had no friends, and everyone excluded her, including her old squad members. So I was like, oh, okay, and Nicole would be like, yeah, Jiji, please try to be friends with her, like, please try to get close with her, like, she has nobody else, and she's coming to hang out with you. And that's what I was told, so I was going based off of what I was told, and not just based off of, like, my feelings. Also, mind you, at this time, I was, like, a middle schooler still. I was really little, and her saying I was, like, getting involved in her and Jensen's relationship and all this weird stuff is absolutely not true whatsoever. Okay, and this right here is saying I asked her for details about her relationship with, and also saying that I was a person she barely even knew, like a near stranger. Which is kind of interesting because in her DM to me, she said that she thought we were friends, so now it's like, oh, I'm a near stranger. Whatever. Also saying she met me one time for 30 minutes is also not true. Okay, now Elliana's saying that I only did this because I liked him. Everyone there saw it, she wasn't hiding it, and we were both uncomfortable with it. And then here again, I've never had a near stranger ask for details about my relationship. I wasn't comfortable sharing my relationship status with a person I was on set filming with. Again, I was never ever asking her about personal details with Jensen whatsoever. I wasn't even asking about her relationship with Jensen. I had to film with Jensen, and Nicole had put us as parents in multiple videos. I had never liked Jensen. If I even did, it would have been for maybe like 2 days. Like, I was like, oh, he's cute. Like, that's pretty much it. And him and Elliana would not have been dating at that time. But that's not even what happened. So we would film these like parent videos together, and like it was like we were parents and had the kids. It was like a whole like video thing. And so I thought me and him were friends because I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't really have a lot of friends. Like, I was homeschooled and I did YouTube. So I was like, oh my God, like a friend, like that's it. And when I had asked him if he liked one of my friends because she had done a video with him or whatever, he responded, he's like, no, I like someone else. So me being like my middle school self, like I was like I was like 7th grade. So I was like, oh, who's your crush? Who's your crush? It was that kind of thing. I did not think I was his crush, by the way. So whenever I was like, oh, who's your crush? Who's your crush? Like that kind of thing. He's like, oh, make a guess. And it was a guessing game. And he FaceTimed me and he was with Elliana. And he was like, oh, ask her. So I asked her about it, and she was on FaceTime and heard him tell me this, and it's a very faint memory for me because it was so long ago. And I was like, oh, like, what's the first letter of his crush's name or whatever. I was not initiating that it was me. I thought it was her, and I was trying to get it out of her that it was her. And it was more like I was being like, oh, like, is it Elliana or whatever, like, and I was trying to get him, if he didn't like Elliana, to, like, I don't know. But I was also just a little kid at the time who was trying to like be like the cute little like setting up. I don't even know. And what I was talking about with Elliana excluding me, so when Nicole would tell me all the stuff that I had to be friends with her and like not had to be friends with her, but like, oh, please be nice to her, please try to be friends with her. And I did make an effort, and she totally just like would roll her eyes at me when I talked or whatever. And I was like, okay, like she doesn't want to be friends with me. So Nicole texted my mom and Yolanda and stuff, and they were saying that maybe I'm just jealous of Elliana and I was mentally comparing myself to her, which was not true at all. I wasn't jealous of her. I wasn't anything. I thought she had no friends, and I did look up to her because I was like, oh, okay, like Nicole compares me to her all the time. I'm going to look up to her. I was never freakishly obsessed with her or anything like that. So again, I do apologize for saying the heinous words, as Elliana and Yolanda like to call them. I apologize for saying those, and that's the only thing I'm apologizing for. And the thing was, it was only a 30-second clip in this whole YouTube video. I was talking about my experiences in life, and that happened to be one of them that left an effect on me. She said that Nicole only put me in videos because she felt bad for me standing around, which if you look back at videos, it's not true at all. The first video that Nicole even filmed with Nidal, I was in, so I couldn't have been like standing around outside a set. And even if that was the case, I find that really sad because Nicole was like my YouTube mom for a really long time, and I really did love her. And I never said any rumors about Nicole ever, like nothing bad. I've never said anything bad about her. These are just some screenshots of Nicole sending me brand deals. This is another sound deal. This is another one of her saying that she needs help running her TikTok account. Also, I'm just going to address a few of the comments on there. I met Jiji at a mall. They were filming a YouTube video. She gave me nasty looks, and the mom was getting mad at PacSun worker because they were taking too long. I'm sorry, but that's really not true. My mom, I don't think, has ever actually stepped foot into a PacSun. So if I was giving you a nasty look, I am very sorry. And if you came up to me, I definitely would have not given you a nasty look. I don't give people nasty looks. And that probably wasn't my mom. It was probably someone that was working on set with us. I can't even remember the last time I needed to be in PacSun for a video, too. Okay, and this is another one. I met Jiji IRL. She isn't a talker. Purposely self-excludes. Went to my school. Lost a lot of friends because of it. She's definitely lying about Elliana. I would never self-exclude myself. I purposely like to put myself out there. I'm a very out there person. And I did not lose a lot of friends. I have friends from both those schools, tons of them. So I don't know where that came from. And I really think that this whole thing was just very blown out of proportion. I was going to respond to the DMs anyway. And I was going to make a video saying I'm sorry for saying those 2 words, only that. But that I just did feel excluded multiple different times. And one more thing to mention is that somebody had mentioned how we both had the dinosaur next to our name. That was pure coincidence. I had not checked Eliana's account forever. I don't think about the incident that happened. I don't think about any of that. It literally just got brought up in a YouTube video, and that's all. And I think everybody's forgetting the fact that I said that Elliana is a great person, and I actually have nothing against her, and it was just my filming experience with her, and it's okay. Not everyone has to like each other and get along. But that's all I have to say about this, and I'm sorry for using those 2 words, but that's it. Love you guys. Bye.